Hello, Bucs fans. Welcome back to Real Bucs Talk. And today we have some news as the Buccaneers have signed receiver Sterling Shepard to a 1 year deal. It's a vet minimum contract. He was with the Giants for 8 seasons. They drafted him in 2016 in the second round, and he reunites with former Oklahoma quarterback Baker Mayfield, who is the Buccaneers quarterback now. So those two play together back in college and put up really good numbers during their time. But you look at Sterling Shepard, really started off well in his career, especially the first 5 seasons there, where he was pretty productive, averaged over 50 catches per season, was a really good number two, number three receiver for the Giants. And at one point, he was pretty much their number one receiver. But again, he is a guy that just has kind of struggled with staying healthy. So that's the biggest thing for him. And if he can come into this season healthy and in good shape, I think you have to like this move because even at age 31, he's just going to provide a veteran presence, a guy that can push the younger players like Jalen McMillan and Trey Palmer, and just give them competition and also maybe show them some things because he's a really good route runner, really good at separating, good hands catcher as well, consistent catching the football, and has the ability to make people miss in space. So it'll be intriguing to see what he has left in the tank. I do like that, he's reuniting with Baker Mayfield and that chemistry is good. So, he's going to be a good guy in the locker room, a good team guy. And that is just, again, another solid signing by Jason Light and company. And now you feel pretty confident about your receiver room with this addition. Pretty much he's taken over the David Moore role from last year. He can be that veteran presence, whether he makes the roster as the fifth or sixth receiver, or you put him on the practice squad and you can have him come up if needed, given an injury or two happens. So, gotta like the room at receiver with Mike Evans. Now you have Trey Palmer, Godwin, Raheem Jarrett, Jalen McMillan, and Sterling Shepard, and that's probably going to be your top receivers. And I think the Buccaneers will probably keep six to maybe seven receivers, pending if one of these other guys, takes that return job, as far as special teams goes. But adding a Sterling Shepard, I like that a lot, and he fits the scheme very well because he knows how to run very good routes, get it in and out of his breaks fast. He's a reliable target underneath and can be a weapon, to add to the arsenal for the Buccaneers offense. So overall, a very good signing. I like it. I think it just depends on, you know, if he can be healthy and be back to form. You're probably not going to see his younger years where he was lighting teams up, in the slot and doing a lot of different things. But you just hope he can be that reliable presence, especially if one of these rookies maybe doesn't pan out like we hope. Maybe Jalen McMillan starts slow and you need a veteran presence to come in there and give the team a boost. We just have to wait and see. But overall, you can't be disappointed by this transaction here. I think it's a low risk, high reward type of move, and just makes a lot of sense because you're reconnecting with your quarterback and Baker Mayfield, and hopefully you can, maybe get one last very good season from Sterling Shepard, and because the Buccaneers are going to implement, a lot more 3, 4 wide receiver sets, and you're going to need guys to come in to rotate because there's going to be a lot more moving around from the receiver spot this year just because of the shifts and the motions. So guys are going to get tired, and you're going to need players to come in to spell those guys, even Mike and Chris. So it's going to require top notch conditioning for that group, and to have an extra body now, an experienced player in Sterling Shepard. I think that doesn't hurt you, especially moving forward into training camp, and you get into the hotter part of the year, especially here in Florida. So you're going to need bodies to make sure you keep your star players fresh. That's very important. So there you have it. There's the news that broke earlier today. Buccaneers sign Sterling Shepard to a 1 year deal, and Buccaneers continue to add depth. I think that's been the very important theme this offseason, and you have to like it. You have to be excited about what the Buccaneers are presenting heading into the 24 season. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that like button. Comment down below your thoughts on the addition of Sterling Shepard. What do you expect from him, and how do you think he'll help this Buccaneers offense moving forward? And with that said, until the next one.